Get on up.
Everybody right there.
Get into it.
Everybody right there.
Get involved.
Everybody just come on.
All right, this is The Public Good. Today's guest is Becky O'Connor with Cornell Cooperative Extension. Thanks for being here, Becky.
Thanks for having me.
Becky, can you start by telling us a little bit about Cornell Cooperative and the programs and services that they offer for the community?
Yeah, so Cornell Cooperative Extension, I think that most people often think of it as, an agricultural program. They think of a 4-H, maybe think of our master gardeners. But Cornell Cooperative Extension actually has a lot of program areas. So we have nutrition programming. So we have the Eat Smart in New York program. There are 5 of us on staff right now. We'll soon have so there are 4 nutrition educators. We'll soon have a 5th nutrition educator, and we have the expanded food and nutrition education program as well. So we have 1 nutrition educator there. And we also have urban 4-H, which we work pretty closely with now, especially on the farm to school program. So there's a lot of collaboration going on right now.
Very cool. So we talked a little bit today on the show about ways to eat healthy and save money. What were a few of the tips that you had suggested to our listeners?
Yeah, so one of them is there were 5 things that you could add to your cart. So the first one we were talking about is dried beans. They're really inexpensive, and that's an easy way to swap out having meat one day. So, meatless Mondays are kind of popular, swapping meat out for beans or a plant source of protein. And that's a lot less expensive, and it's also really good for your body. Another one is whole grains. So you might already be buying a lot of bread products, white rice, just regular old pasta, and it's really easy to swap that out for whole wheat. You can just check the label, make sure that it says whole wheat as the first ingredient or brown rice right there, because the marketing can be a little bit tricky. It might say, made with whole grains on it, or the product might be white or brown rather, which doesn't indicate that it's made with whole wheat. It might say stone ground on it, so we'll always check that ingredient list right on the back. Another one would be buying produce in 3 ways. So, we think of fresh produce as being really healthy, but frozen produce and canned produce are just as healthy as well. And if you check the unit price on those products, you'll often find that frozen or canned can be a lot less expensive. The one time of year is really during the summer when you want to check on, because seasonality, so some of those fresh items might actually be cheaper then. But canned and frozen, they stay good for a lot longer. They're not going to go bad, and they're often a lot less expensive, and they're definitely really healthy alternatives to buying produce. Another one is lean protein. So things like chicken and turkey, fish, including canned fish, those are really healthy swaps, and they're also easy on your diet. So if you're buying a lot of red meat right now, you might want to swap that out for some lean protein, and then at least 1 day a week, swap that out for some beans. And the last thing is water, because it's completely free. So if you're buying a lot of soda or pop right now, you're buying a lot of juice, try swapping that out for water, especially, you can just do it little by little. It's especially important for kids too. If you really need that flavor in there, you can just drop in some frozen fruit in there. You could just squeeze in a little bit of lemon. That really boosts the flavor a lot.
Great. Well, those are perfect, healthy, and inexpensive ways to boost up our shopping list. And I know you had mentioned a couple times about checking out the unit pricing.
Yep.
And to be aware of that. You were saying that through your program you offer a grocery tour. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we do free grocery store tours. Those usually run about a half an hour to an hour long. We get a group of people who, go to the same grocery store. We like to have at least 6 people. We've done some that are, as small as 3 people though. And we'll meet you right at your local grocery store, and we'll teach you about looking at the unit price. So you see, if you see the full price on there, then you can break it down to, sometimes it'll be by ounces or by pounds, like that, so you can see what is really the least expensive option for you. We teach about identifying and purchasing whole grains. So there's the unit price, identifying and purchasing whole grains, buying the 3 different forms of produce, so that fresh and that frozen and that canned produce. And also, I'm forgetting the last one right now. There's one more. And this is something we're building up right now. reading food labels, and that's really big with National Diabetes Awareness Month is coming up next month in November, and reading food labels is especially important then.
Perfect. Well, you had mentioned a lot of the great programs that you offer. If, say, for individuals, church groups, block clubs, what are ways that people can get in touch to learn more about the programs themselves or to bring Cornell Cooperative to their organization to share the wealth of knowledge with their community?
Yeah, you can just give us a call at our office in Erie County. It's 822-2288, and that's 822-2288. We're also on Facebook too. It's Eat Smart New York, Western New York. Another great option is to call us and sign up to be on our email newsletter list.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Becky.
Thanks for having me.
Everybody over there.
Get on up.
Everybody right there.
Get into it.
Everybody right there.
Get involved.
Everybody just.